gotta do me like that? Make me feel like that. So, Scooby Doo da da, Scooby Boo ba ba, Scooby Boo ba ba, Scooby Boo. The pussy got me scared. Doo da da, Scooby Boo ba ba, Scooby Boo ba ba.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Backpack Podcast, where we unpack our backpack so you can pack up yours. We're your hosts, Samba, Thomas, and Dan. Don't know how I messed up my own name. What's going on, fellas?
Nada, bro.
What's up?
Long time no see.
No.
I feel you. Welcome back. For those you're joining us for the first time, welcome. For those of you guys returning, welcome back. We're going to start off with the question of the day, which was asked last episode. What was the question, Thomas?
What grinds your gears?
What grinds our gears? So, who wants to start?
You.
Dang, all right. So sure be you. All right, well, I got a two-parter. So my first one is I hate fat gym teachers.
Fat gym teachers.
Fat gym teachers.
Okay.
They piss me off. It makes no sense. You want me to run laps, but you can't do them yourself.
Okay.
I don't think that's fair. Like, if a math teacher's going to teach me math, they should know the math. If a gym teacher's going to teach me something or tell me to do something, they should be able to do it themselves.
So hypocrites.
Pretty much hypocrite. I don't like hypocrites at all. It's a good point.
Yeah, but a gym teacher can run laps, even if he's fat.
The fat ones I've seen cannot.
What the hell? Where are your fat gym teachers? Guys in scooters?
I had some fat gym
How'd they get
teachers
hired?
They wobbled, bro.
I think what he more means is, like, let's say you have to do a mile under this time.
Exactly.
Your coach should be able to do the mile in that time.
I agree. Unless they're like old. That's fair because you've been doing this for years. That's fine. But like if you're just fat and you're like 25 to like 30 and you're a gym teacher, I feel like you just took the easy way out.
What if they were a good football player, though, like an offensive lineman? Like in high school.
What are they teaching?
They like still want to stay into sports, teaching PE.
Are they fat?
Yeah, offensive linemen are typically pretty big.
Yeah, but they're also muscular. Like they're kind of fit in a sense. They still have to be active. They have to run still. I'm talking about gym teachers that can't move, basically.
Some offensive linemen are just fat.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, they're strong too, but you don't really see their muscles. They're kind of just
fair. They're like underneath the fat. But I'm saying like fat, like you can't move. Like I'm talking like people,
my 600-pound life fat.
Kind of, but not that big. But like these people, like these gym teachers were wobbling.
That sucks.
Yeah. Like you can't do a lap. Like
I see what you mean.
I'm saying they should be able to do a lap around the gym.
They couldn't do a lap.
They couldn't do a lap around the gym.
Bro, how did they get hired?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? What were the standards?
Okay, yeah. What's your other part?
My second one is how people out here in New Mexico don't use their blinkers.
I've heard that before.
That pisses me off.
For the record, I do use my blinker.
I'm sure you do. I'm thanking you for that.
I've heard that in New Mexico, like that's a stereotype. No one uses their blinker.
No one uses their blinker.
By the way, no one does use their blinker.
No one does, bro. It's crazy. I literally counted one day on my way from Santa Fe to Albuquerque. This was literally like a few days ago. I counted 35 people that did not use their blinkers.
Damn, 35?
On one road. People were just switching lanes without using any blinkers. People were making turns without using blinkers. It's like, bro, I almost got to like
that's a hazard. Yeah,
I almost got to
dangerous.
Two
they exist for a reason.
Exactly. Pisses me off. That's what really grinds my gears. These people that don't use their
grinds my gears? People that suck at driving in general.
I agree.
I hate that, bro.
Oh, I agree.
It's not that hard.
Oh, yeah. In Jersey, I used to ask people, where did you get your license from? Because some places where you get your license are more lenient than other places. If you told me one of those lenient places, I'd be like, you can't drive. Don't drive me. If you went to one of the more like stricter places, I'm like, you can drive.
Like schools, you mean?
No, like our DMVs. Like you have to do you do your tests and stuff. Some DMVs were more lenient. Some of them were more strict. So depending on what part of Jersey you were in, I went to the strict ones to make sure I could drive. I don't like bad drivers. Yeah.
Nice. You got anything that grinds your gears?
I remember some of the waiter stories you've told me, and I don't understand. It grinds my gears when people are rude to waiters or to cooks.
Facts.
Some people are just doing their jobs.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like I don't want to have to deal with you in the first place.
Some people want to complain though.
Oh yeah.
They like want to. Yeah.
Facts.
I was when I was in college, I was at dinner with like a big group of people, and I can't remember what happened, but it like wasn't a big deal at all. And I think I like said something about it to the person next to me, but like not in like a I'm like mad. It was just like some.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember what it was. And this one girl in the group was like, "Oh, you got to say something. You have to say something." And I was like, "No, I'm not gonna say anything. It's fine." And she was like, "I'll say something." I was like, she was excited to do so.
Yeah.
And then she said something to the waiter, like in a very rude tone, like "You fucked this up," blah blah blah.
Damn.
And I was like, "You didn't have to fucking do that, bro."
Yeah.
Like, but I could tell like those type of people, they look forward to doing, like they want to do that. You know what I mean?
They want to belittle.
It's really
somebody.
weird.
Yeah, no, it's facts.
Let me ask Samba, with you having been a waiter, can you sense that? Do you feel like that energy when you're dealing with somebody
yeah.
before you've gotten to that point?
It got to like it was hard to recognize them when I first started like waiting, but after like a solid 6 months, you can even tell based off the clothes they're wearing, their hairstyle, and how fast they walk. Based off that, you can kind of tell who's gonna like piss you off, or when it's a group of people, it takes a little bit of time, but once they sit down, you can hear them talk. Then you can kind of tell who's gonna be the one to give you the hardest time out of the group of people. So like, it's hard to tell at first, but like after a while, you kind of get a sense of who's gonna be the one you want to either make the happiest, so they don't piss, like get things worse, or just be out to keep an eye out for. Yeah, hated those people, bro.
You know what really grinds my gears?
What's that?
It's kind of almost on the same topic. I hate when people just don't like kind of have manners, I guess. And I'm not saying like over the top manners, but just thank you.
Yeah, be nice.
Like if I go out of my way to hold the door open for you when I could have just kept walking, and you walk through and don't say anything, don't even acknowledge it, I'm like, dude, fuck you.
Yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah,
I really
I'm
hate
with you on
that.
that. I'm with you on that.
To double down on that, when you do something that's like common manners and they fire back at it, right? So like when you're like, bless you, and
Bless
they kind of give you like a face and they're like,
Bless
no,
me.
I'm not religious. I'm like, dude, like
Just
just
Shut the fuck
protocol.
up. Just say thank you.
I'm just being nice, bro.
Or why are you holding the door open for me?
Yeah,
Dude, I'm just
hold the door.
It's just
where
polite.
I was, yes, like there was enough like distance or closeness between us that for me to open this door and go through, it was going to slam when you were I'm just holding it. Just go in.
Facts. You guys ever had somebody hold the door when you were a little too far, so you had to do that little jog?
I did it the other day when I was sick.
Yeah.
I was sick and I was like in the parking lot and I was like 4 parking spaces away from the front door. But it was somebody who comes to the store a lot, and she like saw me and she stopped there, and I'm like, dude, I'm so far away. So then I had to jog.
Yeah.
But it was after being sick, so I was like out of air the second I got there.
Dang, that sucks. But yeah, like even that, like
But I'd rather have that than somebody critique, right?
that little jog, even that shows like, okay, I'm trying. If I'm holding you like and you're far away, and you see that I'm holding it for you, and you walk slower,
I was about to say that.
oh, bro.
Or you don't speed up. You don't have any sense of urgency. Or like say you're in a car and someone you could have just gone, but you're like, no, go ahead and cross
the street.
They fucking cross. So like no sense of urgency.
Like yo,
Like bro, if I'm in that scenario, I'm doing a light
a little
jog.
jog, or at least no, at least show my hand like thank you, something.
That pisses me
Yeah,
off.
people that just
You
walk.
know what else grinds my gears?
What's up?
This might just be exclusive to me. I swear every time I'm driving, bro, and I have to turn into somewhere, the entrance of where I'm turning in, I don't know what this
Somebody's
timing
walking.
is. Someone is crossing right when I'm about to turn. I'm like, what is this timing? The chances that this person would be walking right here at this very moment.
Where I have to turn.
But it happens to me all the time.
Damn. That
So
sucks.
that pisses me off.
It happens a lot in Jersey, but that's because there's a lot more people. So that happens to me a lot. But what I hate is when it's a homeless person with a whole bunch of stuff. Right? They got a cart, they're pushing the cart, but they're also trying to drag something and they're just like struggling. And it's like, come on, bro. Like,
You know what else grinds my gears? This is also specific to me, but it's at the store too. I like, we all kind of park in our spots, right?
yeah.
It pisses me off that every time I pull up, my spot's taken. That's fine, whatever. But then if I have a chance to get back to the spot or get a different spot, every time I leave to get lunch, come back, someone's in that spot. Pisses me off.
It does happen to him a lot.
Yeah.
And it'll be like no one's there, one person, and they're in my spot.
They're in
And I'm
your
like,
spot. The whole parking lot.
bro.
And you took my spot. Yeah.
That always happens to me.
That's facts.
That pisses me
facts.
off.
That's facts. Shopping carts.
Those piss you. Oh, dude, don't know. At first I didn't know what you meant, and then it snapped me.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Bro.
Put your shopping carts away.
Bro, put them away.
It's right there.
They're right there.
Are you that lazy?
I've had people put shopping carts in the parking spot.
Yeah. You're like, oh, nice, a spot, and you can't park there because there's a shopping cart
So I
there.
gotta get out, move the shopping cart.
There's cars waiting behind.
So I got to pull back in. Then I take that shopping cart, use it because it would have been used anyway.
Grinds my gears as well, but I do love that you can use it as like a universal test to find out who people are.
Yes. Can they be self-governed? I agree.
Good point.
I agree.
I've never seen anyone leave one though, so I haven't been able to be like, asshole.
What about unexpected, like a family member, like a cousin or like a friend, and you were like at the store and you saw that they
That's
just
never
threw it
happened.
in
That's never happened to me, but that
Do
sounds
you
like
think you'd say
rough.
something?
I have said something.
You have?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, put it back. They're like, why? I'm like, just put it back.
I don't think I'd say something like that, like put it back. I'd be like, dang, so you're just gonna leave your like you're one of those?
You're
Nicer
one of those.
way- yeah, that's a nicer way
You're
to
not.
put it.
Nah, I'm sure. I'm like, yo, put it back, bro.
And they'd probably come with, no, I normally do, but
That sounds like the.
that sounds like exactly something that would happen, right?
Just, this is the one time I'm not.
Yeah, this just so happened to be this one time. Yeah, nah.
And then I'd probably tell them I hate people like you.
Yeah, I had a cousin that didn't put the shopping cart back. I'm like, yo, put it back. And he's like, nah. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Like, I just let him know, like, I prefer if you put it back. I'm very straight up when it comes to that. Like, just put it back.
It's just lazy,
Oh,
bro.
this one- and the thing is, it wasn't even that far.
Yeah.
I can get it if like you parked far and like the shopping cart thing is like 3 aisles away or something. Like
But they have one on every aisle.
they usually do now. Yeah, but like sometimes if it's a small like shopping mall or something, sure. If it's too far and you don't want to buy, keep it out the way. Cool. But like this one was like 3 parking spots away. He could have easily just put it away. And that's why I'm like, yo, just put it away. Like
This
not
is
necessarily.
probably more in line with the waiter stuff, but since we're talking about supermarkets, what grinds my gears is being at self checkout and people waiting in the line, like telling the person like, really, like there's no other cashiers, like we have to do this, or if there's only one cashier and they're complaining at that cashier. When you work somewhere, the reality of the situation is the person doing the most work didn't assign the day, doesn't manage
Facts.
the day.
Facts.
So there's really no need for you to start
Get
getting
upset at
loud
them.
and being like, you see how many of us are waiting? Dude, we know we're all waiting. I know I'm waiting, but guess what? I'm waiting because that's what we have to do. There's one person.
Yeah.
I'm not going to yell at that one person and be like, you don't see all these people? They know we're all there.
Facts.
Just don't be an ass about it.
Facts. Absolute facts.
You know something that grinds my gears that's been happening more lately, I guess, that I've noticed more lately? Is that like a fast food place? The customer service is horrible.
How so?
Because I was about to say anything that has to do with like kind of a minimum wage worker, just workers in general, and like you're just being an asshole, like, and they have no control, that kind of stuff. But dude, customer service has been like where I pull up to the window and they don't even say anything, and they're just kind of there. They hand you food, thank you. Don't even say anything. Like, yo, what the fuck was that?
Okay, what time of day was this?
It can happen at any time, bro.
Because if it's like towards the end of the day, I can kind of get that. They're just trying to get it out. Like, yo,
Yeah, but still, like that's it. They just be like, there you go, have a good one. You don't even have to say there you go. Just say something.
yeah. You know what's crazy? Other countries think it's weird that we say hi that way. Like we like in Japan, they don't ask how are you. That's not their business. So
Most people know the protocol though.
most people do, but there's some people that just really like. I don't know if I had that face, but especially at work, trauma up heavy. There's one guy.
Oh yeah, they do, bro.
They
You'll be with
try
customers
heavy
for a long
for
time.
no reason. This one dude. I was talking about my book actually. I was trying
You're
to sell,
very
him.
personable.
And I am.
Remember that one guy that was telling you about like how he fostered some like
That's literally the story I was just about to say, bro. That's literally the story I was about to tell you. I was telling this dude about the book. Well, oh, I want to be a life coach. This, that, and third. Like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I kind of did something like that. I used to be in social work. I'm like, oh, that's pretty awesome. That's where I expected the conversation to go. He told me about this kid he used to foster, how his whole life, how he got messed up, how the kid got tied up and beat, and this, that, and the third. It was a whole thing.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
to like a tree or something,
to a
right?
tree. Like I'm like, yo, like I was not expecting any of this conversation. That's the information I didn't need to know. I was literally just like, yo, he saw my book. Oh, is this your book? I'm like, yeah, it's my book. That's all. That's what I was expecting to know. Buy it. That's what I want you to do. That's why Chick-fil-A was like A1 for customer service because they like
My pleasure. That's a little too much, actually.
they're on all that's too much. That's too much customer service. They're on it though. Like even when they come up to the window with a little iPad, hey, how's it going? How's your day? But like they're willing to talk while you're taking your order. I like that kind of connection.
Dude, one time at Chick-fil-A, this girl was like, right before I started saying anything, she's like, hey, so we're actually, and I thought it was going to be like some charity thing, and I was like, oh, God. And she was like, sorry, to charity, but she was like, we're actually having a competition between us. Whoever can sell the most cookies will get something. I don't remember what it was. Like, do you want to buy a cookie? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, I don't care. I like cookies. Whatever, got it, did my order, went to it. They forgot to give me a cookie.
Oh, that's
I was pissed.
That sucks. So you paid for a cookie that you didn't even want.
Yes, that I was not there for. Just for them to not give me one.
Did you be like, hey, I forgot, you guys didn't give me my cookie?
No, I told you. I'm like everyone else. Like, I got home and I was like, there's no cookie here.
Oh, dang.
I'm not going to go back for a cookie.
Yeah, no point.
I was just pissed.
I'll tell this one story from me being a waiter because I love this story because it's so mind-boggling. I have two, but I'm going to do one of them. So I had this lady come in, and like at the restaurant, whenever somebody sits down, we instantly pour water. And we had this little pitcher that had a little divider, so no ice got in. So we'll just drink water. She's like, oh, can I have some ice? I'm like, sure. So I get a different pitcher that didn't have the divider, got her some ice. She stops me and says, I don't want my ice to float. Initially, I laugh. I'm like, okay, yeah, you don't want your ice to float. Doesn't make sense. Then she's telling, no, I'm serious. I don't want my ice to float. I'm like, I don't know what to do about that. That's physics.
Yeah, you defy the laws of physics.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
how am I supposed to not make your ice float? Right? So then she starts causing a whole ruckus.
You should have put fake ice in there, those like
I-
rocks or something.
Something, right? Like, I don't know what I would do. She gets me to call. She's like, I want to talk to your manager, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this is dumb. I have so many other tables to take care of, and I'm stopping here for ice that does what it's supposed to do. So I go tell my manager. My manager's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, this lady, I'm just going to explain this to you right now first before you get there because she's going to piss you off. I'm like, listen, she doesn't want her ice to float. I don't know what you want me to do with that. And he didn't really fully grasp when I first told him because he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, she doesn't want her ice to float. I'm just letting you know because she wants to talk to you. So the manager goes over. He's like, oh, what can I do for you? What's going on? And she explains the same thing. And he's confused. He's like, I don't know what you want us to do, ma'am. It's what ice does. So she starts causing a ruckus. Me going to problem solving mode, I'm like, okay, let me figure something out. So I took a spoon and put a spoon in there to try to keep the ice down. She's like, I don't want a spoon in my cup. I'm like, I don't know what you want from me, lady. I really don't know what you want from me.
I would have told her.
I would, like, honestly, if I was the manager, I would have told her to get out. That was just me. You know what I'm saying? But like, I wasn't the manager, so the manager was trying to like keep things in peace. I'm like, I feel you, bro, but she wasn't the one to do that with. So what I ended up doing was just empty. Like, I got a whole new cup, filled it up with ice first, all the way to the top, and then gave her a pitcher of water and let her pour her own thing. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. What do you want for dinner? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get to the food. That's the most important part. Yeah, she pissed me off, bro. I hate that story. Well, I love that story, but I hated her.
You hate that happened.
I hate that happened, bro. That's nonsense, bro. People are really just difficult for no reason whatsoever. Grinds my gears.
This is off topic, but have I told you this story? I told Dan this story the other day. The milk made me think of it. I was driving to Albuquerque one time. This homeless guy had 2 jugs of milk in his hand. As I'm turning, he's right here on the corner. I'm making like a left turn. And right when I'm passing by him, he pump fakes jumping into my car. He like pretends to jump like if he was going to. And then he goes like, eh. Like he makes that hand motion to me. And I was like, oh my God. Like at first I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like that guy almost just jumped into my car. He pump faked.
That's
like, he
wild.
pump faked.
That's wild.
I was like, oh my God, that was crazy. Why do you have that milk? Like I was all these thoughts going through my head. Then after like a minute, I was like, wait a second, why not my car? Like, why not? Why not me? Why did he have to be like, yeah, no, not you, dumbass. You know what I mean?
So your car not nice enough, bro. I need like a Mercedes to hit me.
But if he would have done that, first of all, that would have sucked ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second of all, there would have been milk everywhere, bro.
What grinds my gears? Bad parkers.
Oh,
People
bro.
that park crap.
It's not that hard.
It's not hard, bro.
Same thing with driving. It's not that hard.
Yeah, if you can't park well, don't drive. Don't go nowhere that you gotta park. Because like I'll go to the grocery store, and it won't even be like you know sometimes some trucks are just big, so they have to take up 2 spots. I'm kind of forgiving on that sometimes, depending on how they park. Some trucks are just that wide. So all right, cool.
If you're that wide, though, I think you should park farther.
I agree. Be away from the main parking spots. I agree for sure. But like there needs to be like simple, not even SUVs, like simple like sports cars or like sedans, and they're literally almost horizontal. And I'm like, yo, why are you here?
It's just a dick, man.
Dude, it's being a dick. There's no way you mistakenly park that way. No way. Some people are a little slanted. Sure.
Some people have been pull into our parking lot and park like horribly. Take like 2 or 3 spots, and I'm like, you just didn't care.
You didn't care at all.
You made me think of one of my biggest pet peeves I was going to say, but for sake of this topic, something that really grinds my gears like crazy. People that drive with their fucking brights on, dude. Oh my God.
All the time, all day. Yeah.
All the time.
Facts.
Like, dude.
Facts. I'm blind here.
I do this, and they see me, and then they like start flashing their lights at me because they're trying to be a dick back. But I'm like, you're blinding me, dude.
bro.
I have a headache now from you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
If it gets to a point where I have to slouch to drive,
Bro.
that's wild.
Like,
Like,
bro,
I shouldn't be slouching.
You have to
drive
angle
like
your face in the perfect pocket where there's no light reflecting off you. I also hate
Facts.
people with those light bars,
like on top of like their trucks or something.
like trucks or Jeeps or something that like can light up fucking a whole city by itself. I hate people with those things. Like, who are you trying to find? Like, why do you have that? What is the point? You have headlights. The only reason you would need that is like driving through the fucking forest looking for someone.
Yeah.
I hate those, bro.
Like if they're like off-roading, that makes sense. But on the main streets, turn that off. Leave it off. Like, you don't need that.
That's a hazard.
Yeah. They should be fined for that.
Like, if you tell someone that something that's like it's funny or something, they're like, okay, let me see. I'll be the judge of that. What the fuck?
And they're ready to not laugh.
And they're not gonna laugh no matter what,
yeah.
bro. There's nothing you're gonna do that's gonna make them laugh.
They make it competitive for no reason in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is funny. Like, okay, whatever.
And then
What
it's
the
not,
fuck?
and then the thing they show you is like the most simple thing ever, like original like Three Stooges comedy kind of thing, which I used to love.
Three Stooges fire, but even like that's sometimes why I don't like people knowing that I do stand up because then they're like, oh, okay, let's see. I'm
Make
like,
me laugh.
Make me laugh. Say something funny.
Facts. It's facts. I don't tell people that I see.
But even like some people, like I only tell certain people my jokes ahead of time. Like, you guys, what do you guys think of this joke? Because if I tell certain people and then say I'm not too sure, even if I like them or something, and I'm like, tell me what you think of this joke. No matter what, they're not gonna laugh, and they're not gonna like that. That was horrible. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? You know what I mean?
That's kind of made us as a society, right? Just like question, like, am I really good at something? Because Samba, it sounded like you were about to say like you're good at singing.
Oh yeah, I can
And,
sing.
and I'm sure people have been like, sing something.
I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna
Sing,
sing.
bro.
I refuse in this.
Like,
yeah,
I'm
I refuse
just
to.
gonna start singing with like no background, no nothing in the middle of this parking lot.
Exactly. Like, I'm not gonna sing in the middle of this Applebee's right now in front of you.
Take people for their word and like, oh, okay, do you shows or anything?
Yeah.
Let me check that out, right?
Boom.
But no, do it.
Right now.
Do the thing.
Yeah. Sing this song. I don't know that song. Sing this song anyway. I don't know that
You
song.
haven't heard that song?
And then if you do,
Everybody knows that song.
and then if
Everybody
you do
knows that song.
sing or like they catch it, it's okay. Like,
It's
you know,
okay.
they're just like
Yeah,
they're
right.
hating just to hate.
Facts.
Like they're just. That's why before I see a new movie, I try not to see any reviews.
I agree.
At all.
Same.
Because if it's getting like everyone hates it, then I know that going in, that might sway my opinion, not on purpose, but because I have that in the back of my mind. Oh, this movie, everyone says it sucks, it sucks, it sucks. And then while I'm watching, I'm like, I go in with the mindset like this is gonna suck,
Yeah.
and it just sways. So I try not to have like any reviews when I watch a new movie.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's the best way to do it.
At this point, if it's a property that I know, like let's say the MCU, I won't even watch the trailer anymore. I want no influence. If the character interests me, I would just want to go into it completely fresh.
That's a good
I
idea.
don't want to hear it's terrible. I don't want to hear it's the greatest movie since. I'm just gonna go into it.
Let's go into it. No, I agree. Because even like going back to like video games, like they say that like all the new games that have been coming out are trash compared to how they were before. And I'm like, I don't think they were ever bad in the first place or that great. I think people just played games they liked and didn't have the influence of people's negativity behind it to even pre-sway them. You know what I'm saying? So like games I loved, most people don't even know of. Like I mention games and people are like, I never heard that game. Like, yeah, it's one of my favorite games ever. But I'm sure you would hate it because you just don't want that type of game. It's like if I knew that going in before I bought the game, I probably wouldn't have bought the game and I would be missing out on something great. It's crazy.
I also hate people that aren't go-getters, which is fine, but act like
They are.
they know everything, or you know what I mean?
The fake hustlers. Is that what you're talking about?
Like, you're doing this wrong. Like, why don't you do it then? What are you talking about?
Like, you don't know how to play the piano, but you're going to tell me how to play the piano? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, something like that?
So they're just like, let's put it this way. This isn't like even specific to me because this hasn't happened to me too much, but like, say people that on the internet, oh, well, judging someone doing something else, right?
Like, doing a backflip on like somebody recorded them doing a backflip. Oh, you didn't tuck right. That landing sucked.
Just some simple like that.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I can't stand that.
Yeah, pisses me off. It's like, bro,
Just let that
are you a
person
gymnast
be.
yourself? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Yeah. No, like, yeah. Let it be.
There's a difference between kind of being a critic and being like acting like you know everything about whatever you're talking about, and you don't do it. It's like, what the fuck?
Facts.
Happens all the time on social media. Like even like I said, like the Super Bowl halftime show. I guarantee I already know every single year the halftime show is gonna get hate no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Because everyone's like, what was that choreography? What the fuck do you do choreography? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Can you dance?
And the vocals and blah. I'm like, dude, you don't know anything about any of this stuff, but now you're an expert on it.
Mm-hmm. Can you sing
From your phone at home. Like,
in your couch? Or you have sauce on your chest?
it happens a lot, obviously, in comedy.
Yeah.
I watch like a funny clip on stand-up clip, and I go to the comments, everyone just hating.
Trashing, yeah.
The delivery wasn't as good, and I'm like, what? Like,
Just enjoy the crowd. Or they'll forget that it's even a joke and then take the context itself and then rant on that.
even
You know what I'm saying? Make it about a hate crime or something.
even me,
Relax.
like even me, I'm like, if I see a funny clip that I don't think is that fun, like I don't think it was very good, yeah, it's good. Like I'm not like,
move on.
man, what the fuck? This was horrible. Like I don't need my opinion to be known.
Exactly.
It's just dumb. It's just hate. People hate, I guess.
And even if you're gonna
But they like to think that they're like
worthy of commenting.
that
Like,
they're
they're
geniuses of
yeah.
some.
Going back to the comedy, have you guys seen like those videos where like a comedian's just up there, like you're already nervous doing like an open mic or something, and there's somebody who's just like, that wasn't funny, or
just
there's
heckling
kids
like
that
that?
are sick. It's dude, like everybody comes to this place to like have a good time today.
Exactly.
Essentially, that's you're hecklers. What we've been describing is just hecklers,
Yeah.
but in
Get
real
the hell outta
life.
here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
For
you're
no
not
reason.
here for a good time, just leave.
Yeah. Like why come
That's
to
what I can't stand.
yeah, you're here for a comedy show. The goal is to laugh.
Guess what? If it wasn't funny, just don't laugh.
Yeah.
That's it.
Keep it moving. Wait for the next thing that's funny.
But they think they're experts in the crowd.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Or like they want to do the jokes for you.
I haven't got heckled yet, so thank God. But
Yeah.
the day that comes, I wonder what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like,
you had
what?
you had someone contribute to your joke once, but it wasn't a heckler.
I've had people say stuff like that one time. Someone said like, "That's racist," or like, "Be careful."
Yeah.
And I just kept going with my
Yeah,
bit.
like that. So like that could have been a heckler for like, yeah, that joke was terrible, but they're saying this. Be careful. Like, there's some people that trash out here that'll get all sensitive.
You're at a comedy show and you're gonna heckle. You are open to getting roasted.
Yeah, for sure.
The minute you speak up, like
Yeah.
you're putting yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
You can then not get butt hurt,
Facts.
right? Otherwise, just sit there and shut up. But if you're gonna say like, "Hey, you're not funny," that person has full grounds to
Or just
go off
as
on you,
hard
yeah.
as
Or
they
just
can.
keep like talking,
I agree.
interrupting throughout like
Yeah.
the whole thing. Then yeah,
Killing their flow.
any type of show at a
yeah.
theater. Could you imagine going to like a play and
Music.
somebody's like, "Oh man, what is this? Get the fuck out of there! Just leave."
Right? That opera singing is terrible. Like, dang. Like, nah, that's facts. Oh, that would suck. I love Broadway shows. I've never seen that happen, but if that were to have happened, I'd be completely pissed.
Oh, you know what grinds my gears? Very same thing. It's kept me from going to movie theaters on a very specific night. People that talk during movies.
Oh, drives me nuts.
I think we talked about this on here
Drives
before. I
me
hate that, bro.
nuts.
I guess
hate
it's
that.
similar to heckling, right? It's not live, but like, dude, I don't need
Yeah.
to hear your comment. It's not
Yeah,
that
like
funny.
if it's a comedy and it makes you laugh, sure, laugh, ha ha ha, cool, get it out. I don't want to hear you repeating what they're saying.
Bro, that happened. I
what
told
I'm
this on
saying?
here already. That happened when we watched Deadpool and Wolverine, the new one. Oh my God, you weren't here when I told that. Dude, there's this girl sitting next to Matthew. Oh my God. She talked throughout the whole fucking movie. Loud, bro. And she kept like repeating what the characters were saying after they said it and laughing. She kept adding in her own little comments thinking she was funny. Like, dude, just shut the fuck up and watch the movie, please.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Matthew like looked at me like, bro, I'm about to kill this chick. Like, it was rough, bro. Like,
Yeah, and
you're at a movie theater.
and if you were to say anything to them, it would just make it worse. because they're the type of like, don't tell me not to talk. I
Yeah,
can talk
that's
if
the
I
exact
want.
type of person.
And then like,
I paid for my ticket.
it's like, bro, I just want to watch the movie. Like, now I can't even watch the movie because I gotta listen to you talk more if I bring it up. So like, I gotta take the L.
I watched an X-Men movie and the guy answered his phone and he was on his phone.
No.
Yeah.
That's
And
too, honestly, I don't snitch on anything. That I will snitch, bro. That should be the one thing we should be allowed to snitch on, bro.
I fully agree on this. I do not like snitching, but breaking protocol in a movie theater, that is the one place I'll
Facts.
do it. Or I pray so hard that there's a hero in here who will go do it so I don't snitch.
Yeah.
And there have been times where I have seen somebody get up and like run so quick and they come back with an
the
usher,
usher.
and I'm like, oh dude, I wish I could buy you like a drink or something.
Yes. Those are heroes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those people, they did.
How do you?
Because even in movie theaters, they tell you turn your phone off.
And this was like when they were doing the one where I don't know if you guys remember it, but it was like a dude, like he answered the phone and it's like a still frame. He's like, because he just like gets so loud laughing.
Yeah.
That was this guy. Like he took a fucking phone call.
That's nuts, bro.
Get out.
That's right. My phone rang once, and I was like, crap, I forgot the silence, and I like freaked out. Silence.
Even if I pull my phone out to like say I got a text, I'm like,
And it's too bright.
yeah. Even I'll be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, you got to be subtle with it, you know? Like,
It also pisses me off. You know, what grinds my gears. I have something else to say on that though. When you're showing someone something, say a movie, like, oh, I want to watch this movie with you, or you go to movies, and they're just on there, like, they're not paying attention. Like, dude.
Yes.
Then you have to pull out the. Oh wait, sorry.
Or if I don't watch now, I guess I'll watch it somewhere else or something like that. I've done that several times. Like, hey, I want to show you the show. 2 minutes in, they're not even looking.
So you have to pull out the like. So you're gonna watch, or I'm just gonna turn it off. You know, like
You have
make
to.
them feel all bad.
Yeah, you have to. Like, you know, watch
So
it.
you're gonna watch or not?
Because we can watch something else if you don't want to watch it. Like, just let me know.
No.
I'm watching. I'm watching. It's like, no, you're not. What just happened? He did a. I'm like, yeah, exactly. You don't know.
That could even happen in a group where I'm like, oh, I'm excited to show like some people this movie. One of the people just isn't, and I'm like, what's the fucking point of this?
Watch it on your own when you're ready. Just
But
let me
I was
know.
gonna ask you, how do you feel about like movie theaters, like cheering in movie theaters?
Yes. But
That
it has
depends.
to be something so good in unison.
It depends. Yeah.
It has to be so strong.
It does.
It can't just be any cheering just because you see an actor.
Can't be like Sing or like some random animator. Like it has to be
Yeah.
like Captain America getting Thor's hammer, right?
Yeah,
Oh!
like that was a good one.
Yeah.
Have either of you seen Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Yes. Yes.
Have you have?
when he goes,
dude,
"No?"
when Caesar, everybody just dead silent.
See, that makes sense.
And I was like, oh my god, like we all got like that was the most badass.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
What part?
So there, you seen it?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
the first one, right?
Yeah, I just
With
want to
James Franco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
Okay,
want to
what
make sure.
part?
The part when Caesar first speaks.
Oh.
Yeah,
That,
he said,
"Is
when,
home."
what's
Oh no.
Malfoy?
No.
When Draco Malfoy's like
Yeah.
tasing him,
Yeah.
and he's like, no.
Yeah.
Everybody
Okay.
was just like, oh my god.
Excellent moment.
Yeah.
Excellent moment. See, that makes sense. Like, it got to be something huge.
What's the weirdest thing that's happened in movie theater while you're in there?
Weirdest thing or most uncomfortable thing? 'Cause there's
Both.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you guys mine first off.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't that weird until afterwards because we didn't know. One time, me and my cousins went to a movie, and when we were leaving the movie, and they like turned all the lights on. There was some fucking like creepy dude by himself in the corner cutting his toenails, bro.
Cutting his coat. Oh. That's
Like,
weird.
why here?
Yeah,
And people that take their shoes off at the movie theater,
that's
I don't
bold.
get.
That's bold.
What if it's like a chick though?
That's still bold.
But
Unless you had
I
sandals.
feel like
Yeah,
chick
you-
feet aren't
that's
as
what I
bad as
mean.
dude like guys' feet.
You'd
Like
have
girls'
to
feet
have
aren't as bad as guys'
sandals,
feet.
but still, just like that's just so.
Yeah, nah.
I don't know why.
There's so many
I
people
just
that go into that room. I don't trust anything. I don't trust anything on that. Yeah. You know, that's weird. Feet out like that. Nah.
Dude, actually, just at the movie theaters recently, I think it's when we went to see Wicked. Matthew was trying to hand me the popcorn. I don't even eat popcorn.
I'm not a popcorn guy. Yeah.
He was handing me the popcorn to hand it to Veronica, I think. And he went like that to hand it to me. And I went out to grab it. He let go. It was just a miscommunication on our hands part. Fucking dumped all over me and on the floor. And I was like, that was at the start of the movie, bro. I had to sit the rest of the movie with the popcorn at my feet. Oh my god. You know how it feels to step on popcorn?
Oh, yes.
Oh, dude. And Veronica was getting mad at me when I was trying to like sweep it away because I was being really loud. I was like, she was like, dude, stop. And I was like, I can't.
Dude, that sounds like hell.
It
sounds
sucked.
awful.
The only thing that competes with that was one time I went to a movie and the floor was sticky. Oh my god. I think the popcorn was worse, but the sticky, I told Veronica, I was like, we have to move seats, dude. I can't.
Yeah.
Because I hate when my
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I try my best not to move my feet, or I lift my feet up, or like if you're at the movie that had those like the lean back chairs.
Oh, those are nice.
I use those on every
Yeah,
aspect,
me too. If it has that, the ones I was at didn't have
have
so
it.
I was just.
Damn. That sucks, bro.
Oh man, those
The
Wicked is long too.
yeah,
I was gonna say 2.5 hours, right?
yeah,
Longer?
that's a movie, bro. Weirdest thing. Well, no, I'm the most uncomfortable thing that's happened. I was literally sitting in a chair next to a couple where
Mackin.
they're not macking, bro. Lower, like
No.
oh yeah, oh yeah, bro. And it wasn't hands.
She was given-
It wasn't hands, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it like audible?
It wasn't audible. I could just see some of the motion. I'm like, bro, what is happening to me right like next to
And
me?
you kind of don't want to look.
Yeah, you don't.
Because then they might get mad. Yo,
uh-huh.
dude,
Like,
what you-
How are you getting mad at me?
right? I kind of like lean back and like tilt to see like what am I looking at, and Dude Man was getting head right next to me. Right next to me.
Yeah, was he next to you or was he in this seat and
next
she was
to,
leaning?
no, next to me, bro. It was the most uncomfortable thing, bro.
The guy
Bro,
you're
I'm
sharing
not
an
taking.
arm wrestle
I'm not
with.
taking my dick
Yeah.
out when I'm sharing an arm
Yeah.
wrestle. with-
Yeah, dude. After like,
You guys touch arms.
That's like-
He's like, my bad.
My bad, she's going wild.
yo, it's crazy because I was with friends too, so like I couldn't like, so I leaned over, I'm like, yo, like I had to tell him like, yo, Dude Man's getting head next to me, and he's like,
But there's an awkwardness you feel about even like, what if he sees me telling them he's gonna know? Even though like, why is
so-
that?
so I just
why is
lean,
that
like-
awkward on my end?
like I'm not the one doing it, you know. So I lean and tell him, he's like, is there? That's what I'm trying to see, like, is there seats aside from us? And I'm like, no, it was a packed theater, bro.
Bro, he didn't care. She didn't
Damn,
care.
They didn't give a damn, bro. Did not give a damn.
I was
bro.
thinking maybe if there's like 10 people and you
Nope.
just happen to, sit there.
See, that would suck.
damn,
If it was just 10
that-
people, I would have moved. 10 people in the theater, I would just went up a row in front of me or something, you know? It was a packed theater. I couldn't go anywhere. It was a wrap.
Let me ask, do you remember the movie? Like what movie you were watching when that happened?
Interstellar.
Okay, so it
Oh, it's a
wasn't even.
great movie too.
I think it was Interstellar.
Yeah,
You're telling me Christopher Nolan is on the screen directing, and this dude's, well, I guess getting top while watching a Nolan movie's not
Yeah.
bad.
she's the one that's missing
Yeah,
out.
she's missing out on
Yeah,
Nolan.
he's living life, bro. Learning about space.
He's like, this is my favorite movie actually.
I'll never forget this movie ever.
That's a long movie though. Like,
It is.
so what happened?
I mean,
Like, when
I-
there was a finishing, or was it just
Listen, from what I know, at some point she stopped.
okay? That's what I was more curious
Yeah.
about.
I
She's
don't.
gonna be lost. She's like,
gets back up.
Where are they now?
Oh, they're on a different planet?
What's going on?
Right.
It's like, oh, you're missing it. It's just a really great movie.
Yeah, it was Interstellar.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
One time I was in a movie theater. We were watching Mike and Dave Need Wedding Day because it was like me and all my cousins. Fucking fire alarm goes off.
Oh, damn.
We had to evacuate in the middle of the movie.
That
Come back in
sucks.
and finish the movie. That's another weird
Did
movie
they,
theater one.
Did they play it back though?
No, I played it from like the point where
Where it stopped? Okay.
Oh,
I
damn.
guess
it was
that's-
crazy though. We were like, do we get up?
Yeah,
Then we got up, fucking left, went outside,
That's
waited
never
around for a bit.
that's never happened to me. So someone just pulled the fire. There was no actual fire. That sucks. That's a dick move. School. Do it at school.
What else, bro? Movie theaters are crazy, bro.
So that was the most uncomfortable thing.
Weirdest?
I was just uncomfortable. The weirdest thing I've seen. Dude comes in a costume. I don't know what it was. It was just blue. I don't know what he was. It's like a furry blue thing, right? He's there clapping. I'm like, okay, that's weird. Before the movie starts, clapping.
Special needs or
He's in a costume. I don't know what this person looks like.
sounds special.
But he's clapping. Not that you think he might have been. He was clapping, right? Title comes on. So yeah, what? Gets up, starts dancing. I'm like, all right. Clearly, this is either a dare he lost.
It might have been.
I think he was a dare he lost, just being obnoxious at the movie theater, or maybe he might have been special. I don't know. Started dancing, blah, blah, blah. Ushers come in to tell him, like, yo, you got to stop. He's like, all right, I'll stop. Sits down.
Starts doing it again.
Starts doing it again. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, all right, I'm sure he lost a bet. Ushers come back in, kick him out, right? We done with the movie. We go outside. He's still in, like, the main lobby space, acting a fool. I'm like, all right. That's like the weirdest thing I've seen.
I heard a story about a girl that had sex in the movie theater. I have.
Sorry, was there more to that?
There
I
is.
thought you were gonna keep going.
No, there is.
Go ahead.
But I don't know if I should say it. I guess I'll say it. It was the girl from my story.
No
way.
Just a rumor.
What movie?
I don't know, but I was just mind boggled. Like, how the fuck did they pull that off?
It's doable.
It is.
It's doable.
Okay. Sounds like you guys both. One time we tried to theater hop to see Ted. It's me and my cousins, but none of us were of age to see a rated R movie. So we bought tickets to The Amazing Spider-Man. And then we fuck that. We went to Ted, which is easy, right? Done it before.
Yeah.
Except one of my cousins blew our cover by looking around and being a little too suspicious. The worker saw us right when we were going in. I saw the worker kind of look at us, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So we get in, we sit down. Like a minute in, the workers come and they're like, "Can we see your tickets?" And we're like, oh, "It's a wrap, bro."
Yeah.
So then they tell us to leave. As we're leaving, some fucking fat ass behind us was being all gay. He was like, "Woo! There we go." He was like, "Get him out of here! Whoop! Take him away! There you go!" Yeah. He was like, and we're like, "What a fucking asshole!"
I can't stand people like that. Yeah.
Hey, get him out of here.
He was all, "Get him, boys!" And I was like, "Shut the fuck up! Eat your popcorn."
It's just another that's like heckling, man.
Dude,
you're
why?
not part of the show?
Just let us take out L in peace, bro.
He was already cheering loud. I didn't remember what he said. He was like, "Yeah, there you go, take him out."
Yeah, 'cause
Get him."
now you're drawing attention to us when we should have just took the L and let it be. Yeah.
Dick. But then we watched The Amazing Spider-Man. We loved it. It was pretty cool.
Honestly, that probably would have been a better choice anyway. Ted was funny though. I do like Ted.
I like both those movies.
I was in a quiet place.
Ooh.
Obviously, the whole movie's fucking quiet.
Yeah.
I didn't open my fucking gummies before, so it's super quiet. And I'm like, and I'm having a hard time opening it.
Any other time
Finally
it would've
open
been a
it.
clear rip.
Oh yeah.
Just
But for some reason that one just doesn't want to open, super glued.
That's another thing that grinds my gears when something that shouldn't be hard to open is.
Oh yeah.
Why is it fucking industrial grade strength for fucking Skittles? You know what I mean?
have you ever gotten a drink and you're just so excited about it and it's just the top is just that you're just fuck this. At the end you're just I don't even want to do this anymore.
Or
Getting your skin off your hand. It's just
yeah, you're oh, start using your shirt, bro.
or you get candies or chips that have special types of packaging that's almost like a puzzle.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I don't know. Let's say you get I don't know. I can't even think of an example right now. But I'm just picturing a package where it says squeeze here and twist this to open. You know what I'm saying? Like medicine, kind of like medicine. How
Push and turn.
push and turns and things like that. The combo of things you got to do. Piss me off. I'm yo, just make this easy to open. Why is this a puzzle?
Why is it so hard?
Yeah, why is it a puzzle?
Or stuff that I said industrial grain. You're what the fuck? Boom, and then it goes.
It's bruh.
Oh man, that's the worst. Then you have to clean it up.
Or jars that have those extra latches. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you're supposed to lift the side first and then lift the side up.
I don't know what you're talking
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking
bro.
about, bro? These jars be complex for no reason, bro. Just make a screw on, keep it moving. They be doing these latches and then saran wrap. I don't know. But as far as our question for next week, what do you think is the best first date? Cool. What do you think is the best first date? Leave that in the comments. Send us in those messages. We're actually going to pick one of them next week and read some of these answers we get. That way we get you guys more involved. So send us those messages.
Best first date.
Best first
Monster
date.
Jam. I don't know. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Save
It
that
was
for
just
that. I mean,
random. It was just
honestly, bro,
random.
that's not that bad.
It was random, like when I picked you guys' songs, and you guys were like, "Oh, why?" It's just random.
Well, let us know what you guys think. Thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully, we unpack something for you guys to pack up. You guys take it easy. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, baby. Why you gotta do me like that? Make me feel like that.